Let's change the question slightly. When you're deciding where you want to live on the planet, what are you looking for?
Depends on how much money you have. If you're American, Miami's the move, or Puerto Rico. But if you have more money, if you have top G money, then Croatia, I think sounds good. Albania, Romania, obviously. But most
why?
people can't answer that question.
But why?
Everything you say about Eastern Europe, about the traditional values, about the lack of feminist indoctrination, about the weather is nice, things are cheap, people are nice.
Girls are skinny.
Girls are skinny. We saw one, but there has not been one fat under 40 woman this whole time.
That's been the challenge of the whole week.
Trying to find one?
I challenged Myron and Sneako at the beginning of the week to find a girl under 40 that was fat.
Yeah, it's not a societal norm here. It's not accepted in the same way. So societal norms have a large part to play on how we act as a whole, which you can extrapolate to everything, right? The societal norm in Eastern Europe is to not be fat and it's to not be a hoe, for example. Whereas in the West, they don't have those societal norms and people act in a certain way. Maybe I'm getting old and boring, but I like to live. When I was last in Miami, which is the best city in America, hands down.
Nice.
Best city in America,
Miami!
This can't like anyone who talks about New York, they're idiots, right? Miami is the best. But to me, sorry, bro. Sorry, Sneako. To me, it feels godless.
It is. That's why I left.
It just feels godless. When I'm in Miami, I'm just like, not New York, Miami. I'm like, this is fun. But it just feels, where's God? God ain't here. This hoe, that hoe. I'm just like, where's God? He forgot about Miami. I don't know. It just feels godless. Like, and maybe I'm getting old and boring, but I like to just see the traditional business run by the family and the hotel run by the family and the women going to church on a Sunday. And that's what I like about Eastern Europe. Maybe I'm getting old and boring.
So I'll say this. It depends on what you want. Personally speaking, if you want girls, you got a little bit of paper, go to Colombia. Not much to do there, but the girls, the scenery, the food is cheap. And then if you want to have fun, you have money, Miami for sure.
All right, so let's carry on with the question. So yeah, fresh. Let's say money's no object. Let's say we all have hundreds of millions of dollars, whatever. Mm-hmm. You could live anywhere on the planet. Where would you live and why?
Money is not object. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Probably Colombia. Give me 1,000.
Colombia? Why?
First off, the girls are beautiful. They're at least somewhat feminine. The money goes very far. So, for example, like you could be a G with only like 50K, 100K a year. And honestly speaking, like it's skill because, for example, people that go there have businesses, other Americans. So it's kind of like you have your own community guys that are successful and hot girls. I mean, you can't really lose. So
Myron wants to go to Dubai, right?
I'll go last. I'm producing over here.
Tristan, what about you, bro? Where you living?
Man, we were just talking about this in the war room, but to me, man, it matters who's there. So you can go anywhere in the world you want. It could be the best place on earth. If your boys aren't there, bro, it's shit. It's true. Number one. It's true. Colombia, I've been. I like it. I think you need a plug there, like you need a plug in anywhere else.
George Gammon.
You need a plug. No, you need a plug that's local because Colombia can be very dangerous also. So I would have to say Europe in some regard, probably Eastern Europe somewhere. Based off of my experience, I like Dubai, but it kind of feels like an island. I would not go to where is it? Everybody, Dominican? Is it
DR, Dominican Republic?
Yeah, but then you get island fever, man. So I would say Eastern Europe somewhere. If you're not going to live in the States and you're not going to live in Miami, so that would be my bet. But without your boys, it's shit anyway. I'd rather live in Indiana with my boys than live in the best country on earth with nobody. So that's how I feel about it.
Yeah, I think people pretty much know my answer. But yeah, Justin's right. It's a lot about the people you're with. It's about what stage you are in your life. But certainly the people you're with are going to influence your reality. I've been to a lot of places. I've been all around the world. The number one thing people say to me is, Tate, you have so much money. Why don't you travel? The first thing is I do travel. All I do is fucking travel. It's annoying. But the second thing is that the world's the same, man. You either go out to a restaurant or you stay in. You fuck a bitch, you watch TV or sit on the computer. The world's the same pretty much everywhere. So you got things like weather, you got things like the general safety of a place, but then you got to go for the intangibles. I like driving past churches. That's why I live in Romania. I like driving past churches. Sounds stupid, but there's nothing that America has that Romania doesn't have. I can buy a Lambo here. There's a Lamborghini garage. There's fucking clubs. There's bottles. There's Dom P. There's bitches, there's restaurants. Like what does Miami have that Bucharest does not have?
Not much.
Nothing. It's all the same. It's all here. And this is a poor country, right? It's all here.
People say it's a poor country, but that's a lie.
It's a straight lie.
So false, bro. Like, dude, the clubs are lit here, girls are bad here, and the cars, bro. This Lamborghinis outside driving up and down, Porsches, everything is like it's lit, bro.
Yeah, there's a lot of money here.
Yeah,
it's very first world.
Yeah, I don't feel like I'm in a poor country being here at all. I'll tell you guys that. Like coming from Miami, where it's like super bougie, like yeah.
But you guys spent the whole time at the mall, going to all the first world places.
Oh,
you didn't even
so cool,
go into actual Bucharest. You've been to the mall 8 times in 4 days.
Well, to be fair, I've been on dates. I've been learning the culture. Okay.
Dates at the mall, very adolescent. Take her to a nice restaurant. Take her to go scenery seeing.
I know you know.
A church.
We took those girls. Oh wait, they're waiting in the lobby.
Better than the mall.
L. Okay, go on.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to live in the United States, I think if you live in Florida or Texas, those are fantastic places to start. Because anywhere where it's not expensive to live and you're not getting taxed to death, you'll be okay. If you're going to pick major cities in these states, I would say, Miami is fantastic. Fort Lauderdale is good. Tampa's good. I don't like Orlando. And if you're going to be in Texas, Dallas and Houston are good. Just a little bit dangerous. South Texas is surprisingly nice too. Like McAllen, people talk shit about the Southwest border, but there's some nice areas there. Phoenix is also good. And Arizona, the only thing that sucks is there is a state income tax. But if you're going to go abroad, I mean, Romania is nice. I can see why the Tates live here. You get a lot of it feels like a first world country, even though like it might not necessarily be one like GDP wise. And then what else? But for me, I'm going to probably go to an Arab country when this is all said and done to find my virgin wife.
Find the virgin wife. Yeah,
find the virgin wife, man. So yeah.
Right. So go on. We're going to say?
Next question.
Our next question. So he just said when this is all said and done. So that's going to lead into one of the questions.